love, laughter, and happily ever after. Cheers. When a couple gets married, the expectations, amongst others, is having family. And along that journey, the couples can have differences on preferences. And this varies from gender preferences, the number of children to have, and when to have these children. You're watching Couples Retreat with Yose W, and in the studio today I've got, on my left is Mr. and Mrs. Moyana Matambo, who've been together for the past 6 years. And on my right is Mr. and Mrs. Mtomben, who've been together for 1 year. How has it been? How is it going so far? How is it going?
It's good.
It's good. You can't complain.
Kids.
Muchinoda magrosa mese. Tenga chingwa
kugeza. Chingwa nemazai.
Mese.
Nemaveg.
Mazo watenga nsukwa dai. Ndakudai into da blackberry.
Exactly.
Okay. And obviously you are the pros. How's been the 6 years? Let me ask the wife.
Yeah. It's good.
They've been good?
Yeah.
A lot of lessons?
No complaints.
No complaints?
Yeah.
Okay. And you think you now know him better? Okay, so today we are going to talk about, is it really necessary to have specific gender when it comes to children? Let's say madam abata bamiri, and then une kanot madam abata bamiri mune gender muda nduda mwana mkomana mwana mskana. Is it really necessary though? That's the topic of the day. So before having a child, do you sit down and discuss, let's start with the pros. Do you sit down and discuss the potential of sex? Let's have mwana mkomana or mskana.
Oh, actually, Theo Pandiri nini and ati discuss. Kuti tuda mwana mkomana kana tuda mwana mskana. I just believe with mwana.
Yeah.
We just believe with mwana. Awuya ndiye indaka zvorandire one. So vana ndinoda ndikunyepera Theo. Ndinoda vana zvisingaite pa number yangu isati yatokwana. I think I should have 6 kids. Yeah. Ndokuti baba. Yeah.
All right. 6. So I'm now so far.
So far, 2, and the third is coming.
Oh, the third one is coming. Okay. So you didn't discuss kuti tuda mkomana kana mskana?
No. Like tine wani mkomana ni mskana, and we are we want a surprise baby. So that we believe in the good dance. We have to go kutanzi gender review parties.
And Imima, how do you do it, or how do you propose to do it? How do you think you should do it?
Okay. Not approaching it from core, but we know kuti from biology, it's the father who determines in terms of my genes. Okay. When panozaro amwana is the child who the both parents who contribute 23 chromosomes in the genetic makeup yamwana. Saga in it, I don't think we should have any expectations. Because it's totally natural. Zofana kutungoitika zvakaita zvakadaro. So saka the very moment and after the expectation don't gonna disappoint.
Because I really need to lead this conversation, but I have no idea. My chromosomes. Is it like photosynthesis?
No.
It's okay. Please explain my chromosomes. I need to understand this.
Right, Theo.
Mark, I'm the host of this show. Therefore, I need to know exactly what we are talking about.
Right. So, Tirukuti isusu, I've got my genes angu, and my genes angu. So, these chromosomes, they are something that within our DNA that we contribute in the making of the child.
Okay.
So, there are 46. So, we both contribute half, and she contributes half. Then it omba munwedu.
Okay.
You see. So, in that process is the father who determines the gender yemana.
Okay.
Biologically, this is what it is.
Okay.
Saka I know educated society, it's like you've been told mwana mkomana anokudza dzinza, mwana mskana or you get murume anozobuda chinotsvaga mukadzi simply because maybe mwana waskana cheda tsvaga mkomana. But basically is the one to blame.
Oh. Okay. All right. Mine, what's your take on that one?
I don't think it's necessary. We're going to discuss sex or what. A child is a gift from God.
Amen.
Saka whatever chatapiwa na Mwari we take. Yeah. I don't believe kuti tingati mwana mkomana ane a better future than mskana, because what a man can do, a woman can also do.
Okay, now don't open that bottle. I don't think you can do everything that we can do. Trust me.
Better than you.
Yeah.
For real. Okay. Now, in most cases, when a female is born, whereas the preferred child is a son, the blame is placed on a woman, like you said, Mark. Cannot a man share the blame as it's him who deposits the seed and a woman is just a carrier? Is that really what it is? A woman is just a carrier? What's your take before we go to biology?
I think we need to hear from the biology first.
Okay. So can we really just describe the woman as the carrier?
No, she's not just the carrier. Like I said, she also contributes. You see, her chromosomes within, because we are going to say when the egg and the sperm meet, when fertilization takes place. Okay. You see, so at that point in time, we are saying she's not just a carrier, because she has contributed the egg. Half of the chromosome. Exactly, without her, the process is incomplete. So here now carrying the 9 months is like the other part after the fertilization. So now how can we say that she's just a carrier when she has contributed the egg? Yeah. So to me, I'm sure she's important from the onset. If we're going to use a certain example, maybe I would approach it from a point where I would say, God creates, like we have been alluding to, but we are saying us as parents, we set the space and time for God to create a human being, and both of us contribute to that.
Wow, that's just too deep, because when God created man, he said, go ye therefore and multiply. And here you are trying not to multiply. You go on the hell. So when we come back, let's find out who is determining the number of children, who determines the number of children, and who calls the shots. Stay with us. We'll be right back. There's something that almost all small to medium enterprises take for granted. I don't know whether because they don't see the value in it or they're just too busy focusing on their products. I'm Theo W, and I'm going to show you what it is. Because of technology, and for the obvious fact that we're in the 21st century, people are now using social media. Most of them for the wrong reasons, but they are using it. As a business, you need a strong online presence. But Theo, how do I do that? I don't even have the time, nor do I have the expertise. Well, that's where we come in. We can create and manage your social media on the recommended platform for your particular business. Our services are custom made for each and every client. We pride ourselves in being the most responsive creative business agency across the nation. And our rates are so competitive. We guarantee a 20% response rate from your clients. So let me ask you this, what are you waiting for? Get in touch with us right now. To love, laughter, and happily ever after. Cheers. Welcome back to Couples Retreat with Here's a W, and if you're just joining us, today we are talking about a really sensitive, if I would say, topic. We're talking about, is it really necessary to discuss beforehand the gender? Is it really important, or you pressure it unnecessary? And before we took the break, that you describe biology, because there's a lot that needs people to understand when it comes to baby making. And she also said what a man can do, a woman can do, which I doubt, because there's a lot that a man can do. Now, let's not get into that. Now, before we took the break, I also suggested that when we come back, let's talk about who determines the gender, or who determines the number of children we're going to have in the family. Diana 6. My name is Is it his idea or it was your idea?
Baba ndo vanotaura twarunda 6.
Thank you. Okay. Hey, don't just rush to say that. Okay, let's hear more. Why do you think that is?
So baba ndo vanotaura 6 andika.
So inini ndokunoti ndinoda kuita ndinonotora contraceptive ndini. So and baba vanozoti
it's okay. That's your wife. Hold your wife.
So baba pavanoti ndakuda vana handikwanisi kupikisa. Because vanenge vachida mwana.
So what you can do, basically just go on a contraceptive drug. The deal is done.
Okay.
It took 6 months. So really, from according to her, the man decides how many kids we want to have, but then she decides how many kids comes out. Is that? What's your take on that one, Maggie? Let's just hear from both sides.
Wow. I think it's based on both of us. Akati ari kuda 10, ini ndisingane 10. I can't just agree.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it has to be a joint decision. I can't just take whatever comes. Ndinofanira kuve neroom yekuti no, we can't have 10, let's have 5.
Okay. Alright. But let's say kumba kwao wakarorwa kumba kuti kuna nabamudiki 6 nanabamukuru 3 pamberi. So mbama vanhu kunoti ngvari 10. Iwo pamwe ndozvaatongoti ini dauta sababa vangu namai vangu data 10.
I think those are issues to discuss musati maamai nababa way before.
Okay.
Then kana tazopinda tinechisa zvatiri kuita. Because you don't want to meet surprises wamukati.
Okay. Go. What's your take?
Initially, I just believe kuti in baba and idini kuti ndoda vana 10 like zvakutaura mai guru kuti ndoda vana 10 kuratidza kuti ndinogona kuhasla ndogona kuachengeta vana. So iwo kana wakati iwo uri kuda 5 indati ndoda 10, it's fine. Unoita vana 5 asi ndoita 10.
No, I don't.
You don't.
Yeah. We want to understand your sense.
Okay, what I will do is ini ndinozongoti sezvo ini nhamba yangu inoti kwani 10 ndinozongoita mahovets vana vemusango vanozongouya ende hapana pauchazombovaramba. So ini kana ndikati ngatite vana 10 kazi vana chipo kuna mwana uri kusheya vana. So as long as chiiko chiri kutambira aitai vana vakawanda mani. I'm telling you. Because one like now for example indakazvawo ndiri one ari yega kudai so
in your case you understand.
Then obvandudzwa kuti ini ndoda vana 3 zvingabude izvozvo zvingaite shera.
Ashbude. Because ndinoda kufadza umwe wangu nekumba kwavo.
Ndakafadza dzinza kwamuyana kune mwana mukomana wayo. That's me. So ndikutoona kuti ini ndikazotokavira
kunotoshota
ndoswera ndakuchengeta twazukuru.
Just imagine pashow inoita kuti toda kutamba bhora football team yehuku moyana versus
anenda kakudya mndani
mutombele anenge akati because ndikangori 1 but only 6-7. So as long as ndikanochita vana ngatite. I want to tell you something. She wanted few kids. And then I was like, okay, no problem. But didn't say, so what I just did here, ndakazongotoro mapirits where I don't know some mapirits are no boilish. Mapirits are kuchino, vanangomatura, vanamadzozera pachi. Wardrobe manugara. Zakazongo na go on there. So the only thing that got to eat me bangano no amebangano baiwa izvo zvindosi depo bomb muzondudza ndokudzwa tunoita.
Okay, this is not just the show for that because we are trying to make this show interactive. We had one episode and it's off air because you're giving tips on Okay, now what happens when career decisions and choices can complicate decisions about having a child? Twitter say, let's say our careers and our choices should not complicate the situation. What do we do?
Yeah, I think as a family is an institution. And in my career as I do, I'll give you an example. I used to work in audit. And audit at times, you're a client, you finish 10, 11.
Yeah.
And you have to be at home, so be with here. We have got a 6 months old baby. The old demand time. So at times you need now to understand that apart from the career, I'm also a family man.
True.
So in terms of scheduling my timetables, there are certain times. Like right now, I know me, I've got another friend. I set phone yangu. Pane nguwa yokuti nguwa inozwa phone ndakuba. And even ukatreya ndibata zvakaita sei, it doesn't go through. Vese vandohasila navo they know. Kuti yangu yekubi, yangu yekumbai. You see, so because at times now we have a tendency where my careers here they take over. And we leave family unattended. The kids that we are talking about, you find kuti homework. Because kumba, this is the moment to socialize, teach them about values, show them some love. You know. So if your career takes a greater part of your time, you find kuti vana today, you are leaving them to other points ekuti vanozodzidza street TV,
social media.
Exactly. Yet isusu we have to be there. So I think our career should not take a greater part of us. We are parents first and before we have got all those professional careers and other stuff. Yeah.
But then what other point ekuti phone unoisa whatever pa unoisa pa settings abo. Now I had a friend of mine who had a situation like that. He was trying, really trying to make sure time yekumba itime kumba. I mix on anytime nezvibasa. So what I did was I isa phone yake pa what you call it, do not disturb. And it became a problem.
Yeah.
You listen pa do not disturb. Muda kuti vana sa phone chishiri muda kuaida chi. Then he decides good, okay, let me put it off.
Yeah.
Do not disturb. Ikafonwa. Ndikutira kupa attention and time yako. Still I have to answer this phone. Knowing very well kuti ndimatambo and phone. And once it start talking, you understand? So it's really not easy for a man, if I should say. Yeah. So when we come back, let's play a game with this couple and find out if they really know each other. Stay with us. We'll be right back. There's something that almost all small to medium enterprises take for granted. I don't know whether because they don't see the value in it or they're just too busy focusing on their products. I'm Theo W and I'm going to show you what it is. Because of technology, and for the obvious fact that we're in the 21st century, people are now using social media. Most of them for the wrong reasons, but they are using it. As a business, you need a strong online presence. But Theo, how do I do that? I don't even have the time, nor do I have the expertise. Well, that's where we come in. We can create and manage your social media on the recommended platform for your particular business. Our services are custom made for each and every client. We pride ourselves in being the most responsive creative business agency across the nation. And our rates are so competitive. We guarantee a 20% response rate from your clients. So let me ask you this, what are you waiting for? Get in touch with us right now. Love, laughter, and happily ever after. Cheers. Welcome back to Couples Retreat with Theo W. And if you're just joining us, really you cannot pre-talk or discuss this thing. Your gender with your wife, you cannot, because she'll do all kinds of things to make sure that baby is. Now let's find out if these couples really know each other. So we start with the Mtombenis. I'm going to ask Baba questions about you, so I would need you to put on headphones. Awesome. So Baba, are you ready?
I'm ready.
These are questions, just simple questions.
Okay.
You can nail this. You're a finance guy. This is easy for you. So Mtomben, I'm going to ask you a few questions about your wife.
Yes, Baba.
Nandit. So question number 1. Who was your partner's biggest crush as a teenager?
Chris Martin.
Chris Martin.
Because music Chris Martin at party.
Right. If your partner was to be famous, what way would she prefer?
That one's tricky. I think if she was going to be famous, she would maybe have a cooking show. Because she loves cooking.
She loves cooking.
She loves cooking.
Okay. What is her favorite food since she loves cooking?
Vanofarira beef hybrids.
What are the 2 things that upset her the most? 2.
Chekutanga baba wangu. Utsvina.
Wanza murume sakatangati baba wangu. Avadi utsvina.
Utsvina apa mudara anongoziya ungosiya masokisi ka. Even baba ngoti unongozikana kunzi anasabvisa trouser akatarisa. They know ka.
Wavazvidi.
Utsvina, utsvina apa. Then the second one, she's strict pa communication apa. Panongoda kungozikana kunzi baba patinozomera kumwa drinks baba. Wadzoti anchanonoka kuwe.
Okay. And last question, does your wife have any phobia?
Not any that I know at the moment.
Good answer. Not any that I know. Okay, chiva busy. My guru she busy Yeah, it's okay. So we asked your husband a few questions and he has responded in a way you are honest. Okay. Now let's just confirm these answers. Who was your biggest crush as a teenager?
I don't have. I didn't have.
You didn't have?
Actually, yes.
Okay. He said Chris Martin.
That's what Chris Martin.
As a teenager?
Yeah.
If you were to be famous, what way would you prefer?
If I was going to be famous?
Celeb, my daughter celebrity, Ray.
I think charity work.
Charity work. Hands modas big as the
Yeah, I go now.
What's your favorite food?
Favorite food? I need to find fast food.
Fast food? Good, I feel it.
I feel it in the name Faril.
But number 1.
Number 1, I feel it.
Mirai. Fast food.
Mirai. I feel it in the Faril. Asim kangon funza ndakarara ndoda fast food.
Fast food. Right. What are the 2 things that are most likely to upset you the most?
Number 1, munhu anongonanga kwaari kuenda asingatauri.
Communication. Yeah, that's true.
Number 2, ande munhu anonyeba. Andinyepe.
Kana uri kumachips andodzo kuti pamachips. Saninyepero ndakutopa bridge.
Kana ridhiri ngotaura kuti idhiri. Kwese uda kuita kunge zvimwe zvinhu zviri legitimate zvisiri.
Alright. Do you have any phobia?
Yes. Akawanda.
Alright. At least he was honest. And not that I know of. It's been a year.
Yeah.
So give him time. So hence, thank you, Baba Nama. Moyana. Question number 1. What is your wife's worst habit?
Worst habit?
Yeah.
She sometimes repeats the same thing and singadi.
Okay. What you don't do this, she repeats.
Yes.
All right. What is her future career anyway?
Okay, so
she's planning to.
No, she did tourism and hospitality. So she hopes to start her own restaurant or something.
Okay.
Like an eating thing business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Does she believe in ghosts?
She does.
Okay.
She does.
And does she have any addictions? If yes, can you name them?
Addictions? Yeah, she is. She has got so many addictions. She's addicted to me. Yeah.
Okay, whose voice calms her down?
My voice.
I told you it was coming.
My voice. And her mother's voice.
Your voice and the mother's voice. Okay, Bo, take off my headphones. Awesome. Now, Mematam, we've asked your husband a few questions about you, and hopefully he's told us the truth. What's your worst habit? Obviously, that's him. What's your future career looking like? What do you want to do?
So in the hospitality and tourism.
Awesome. Okay. Do you believe in ghosts? Obviously, she does. Do you have any addiction? I love this woman speaks with a.
Yeah.
What? Addiction happened.
Obviously, it's him.
Just smiling, looking at me, that's not smiling.
Okay, I hear you. Yeah. Now let's just raise our glasses and toast to this beautiful thing called love. This is a toast to love, laughter, and happily ever after. Cheers. Yeah. This is Couples Retreat with UZW, and until next time, goodbye for now. Next time on Couples Retreat. Love is a beautiful thing, and as we enter into the season of weddings or the season of love, you need at your function, at your wedding, at your party, you need professional service providers. And we've got just that in the building today.